My name is Rebekah Borucki, and I have a website and a platform called BEXLIFE. And what I do is I talk about my life and my healing through yoga, meditation, clean living, eating well. And lately I've been focusing a lot on meditation and mindfulness because that is really where I found my healing, learning to manage my thoughts, manage my words, although I'm not managing so much now because I just came out of hypnosis, so I'm kind of like, but just manage, not cure my anxiety, not get rid of all of my stress, but manage it in a way that works for me and allows me to live life and pursue my dreams and pursue happiness and create this amazing platform where I get to talk to all of you on a daily basis. It feeds my heart and soul, and it just, it's everything to me. It's everything to me. So if you are here today, we're going to be talking about my anxiety and how it's going to help you with your healing if you deal with anxiety and stress in your life. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. First of all, quick shout out to the beautiful woman who created this mug for me. It says Bliss Happens from the Love Bomb Company. So look them up, thelovebombcompany.com. Or rather, look her up, Jenna. I don't want to call it an anxiety attack because I managed it. But I had an anxiety episode today, and I found myself, even in moments of stillness, feeling my heart beating almost out of my chest. There's been so many good things happening in my life. So anxiety isn't just the anticipation of something bad. It could also be the anticipation of joy. And that's what's been happening. I'm anticipating all these good things that are about to happen. But with it comes a lot of fear and a lot of doubt. And that breeds anxiety. So anxiety has been coming up. And I felt my heart beating out of my chest for for an appointment that I had with my editor. It's hard to even say the words. I'm writing a book about my healing and about your healing called You Have 4 Minutes to Change Your Life. So I have meetings with my editor once a week. And every single time all this anxiety comes up, and I don't know where it's coming from because I'm so excited about this book, and I know that it's going to help a lot of people, and I know it's going to be great, but it's just welling up, it's welling up, it's welling up. So I did this hypnosis with Grace today, and if Grace could just chime in one more time so you can tap her and follow her because she does incredible meditations and hypnosis sessions every day at noon here on Periscope. Okay, there she is. Thank you, Danielle. My book is already awesome. I could cry through this whole thing, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold it together. I'm going to manage the tears. So I went into the hypnosis session and I started thinking about it, about what it was, and examining it. And I'm not fearful of putting myself out there because I do that every single day. But I manage that as well. I'm very careful about what I put out, and I'm very guarded about what I don't want people to see. And what I don't want people to see is this self-doubt that is always kind of brewing underneath the surface. Grace said some words to me in the track this morning about me feeling free to communicate, feeling able to communicate my truth. And the truth is that I'm really, really super scared of looking stupid through this process. I'm really scared of someone reading my book and going, oh my gosh, this is so elementary. Like, no duh. This woman has nothing to offer. She has nothing to say. Because these truths that I've come to over the course of my healing from abuse, from poverty, from fear, these truths are so important to me. They're so sacred to me that if I share them and they end up being nothing, then it's like, that won't happen. I don't know. Who could tell the future? So these truths have been so huge to me, and I just want them so desperately to be true for other people too. And I think that's where the core of the anxiety is coming from, this desperation. Thank you, Heather. yes, yes, Amanda. As a coach, it's like you want to teach people and you want things to resonate with them and you want them to take it and it to be extraordinary for them, as extraordinary for them as it is for you. But then what if it isn't? What if it's like this big no-duh moment? So I guess my anxiety serving as your healing is about me sharing it. About me not being afraid to speak these fears out loud. Not to give them life, not to manifest them into reality, but to, as Grace had me do in my hypnosis today, clean it out. Clean it out of my subconscious. Liberating myself from the trappings of keeping it inside. So I talk a lot about manifesting here and how we have to be very, very careful with our thoughts and our words because they do become reality. But what if your thoughts and your words are negative and they're keeping you trapped because you can't share them? And that's what I've been doing. I've been keeping all of this anxiety and all of this fear of not being accepted. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that. How do I know the difference between cleaning it out and manifesting? That's what I'm saying right now. How do I get this stuff out of me so that it's not trapping me and making me feel alone without bringing it into reality? So I think it's having the entire conversation instead of just putting it out. So I'm going to say, I am so afraid that no one is going to accept my book or my message, that they're going to think that I'm stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway because the truth is that it has healed me and it will heal others too. So that is the difference between cleaning out and manifesting. Yes, please listen again later. It's kind of like a rambling post-hypnosis crazy Periscope today, but it's where I am in this moment, and that's why I love Periscope so much, because I get to share where I am in this moment. And if you are not following me, if you're new here today, some of these are like this, and some of these are amazing and mind-blowing, and sometimes I just meditate with you. So swipe and follow, and give me a couple chances, and then see what you think. Thanks, Danielle Diamond. So, the difference between manifesting, how do you send hearts? You tap the screen. Tap, tap, tap. You can tap right here on my nose. They're giving me hearts. The nose that I used to hate, but I love now. So you can tap my nose to give me hearts. So the difference between manifesting and cleaning out is allow yourself to speak your fears so that they are out in the open, so that you can examine them and kind of put them out in front of you and look at them and sort them out. You can speak it into the air, you can write it down on paper, but allow yourself to see these things so that you could sort them out, but then bring yourself to the other side of it. So yes, I am super, super afraid through the entire process of writing this book, to the point that my heart is beating out of my chest and it feels almost like I'm unable to manage it, even though I have years of tools that help me. I have hypnosis, I have body work, I have meditation, I have all these things to help me. I'm so afraid. But I'm going to do it anyway, because I know what has healed me has to heal somebody else. It has to serve someone else, because I am not alone. And I've been put here with a purpose, created with divine intention to share my message and my experience. And what is true for me is also true for you. What is true for me is also true for you. We don't have the same path. We don't have the same life. We don't have all the same experiences. But what is true for me, that I have been made with divine intention, with a purpose, with a mission, and that everything I need to succeed and to affect change is already inside of me. The seed is inside of me. It has been planted since my soul entered this body. That seed is there, that it will grow and it will prosper. It's all there. So therefore, even though I am afraid, I have to move forward because I have this mission. And others out there are like me and will be served by my message. Renisha, do not cry. I'm holding back the tears. I am perfect with room to grow. I love that. Who just said that? Retype that. I am perfect with room to grow. Best scope ever. No, it's not. I love the idea that the seed is inside of us already. T.D. Jakes said that. Bishop T.D. Jakes, in one of his sermons, you have been commanded to be fruitful. You have been commanded to be fruitful. Thank you, Mr. Tellers. Is that your name? I'm perfect with room to grow. I love that. Bishop T.D. Jakes, you have been commanded to be fruitful. But that seed has already been planted inside of you. Because you have been commanded, that seed is already inside of you. You have not been set up for failure. Shit happens, but bliss happens too. That's the balance. So no matter what has come my way, fear, outside circumstances, inside circumstances, heartache, all that stuff, I have survived, so I will continue to survive. The cicadas are crazy. They're feeling it too. The cicadas are like, yes. I have survived all of those things. So as many terrible things that have happened, bliss happens too. So you guys inspire me. And if you are here and this is your first time, my biggest message is that we are put on this earth to co-inspire. We are all teachers to each other, and we're all here to learn from each other, and then also to love. And we love through teaching and accepting the opportunities to learn. That's how we love each other.
Emma, oh, you tried to take the ball from me. Defend me. Emma's a good defender. Ah! How do you do that? No. Too good. You should play for the pros. Ready, Summer? Yeah. Let's do this.
Whose team is Annabelle on?
Neither of ours. She's a permanent defender.
She's a permanent defender? Okay.
Yes, she blocks.
What, Summer?
She's in my team.
She's on your team?
She's like a really bad ref. Gets in the way all the time.